Good morning, LKN. 7:48. Happy Friday to you. Wow. You know, Fridays and the weekends, you start seeing the little signs pop up, like they're in the grass, like at the front of the neighborhood. Sometimes they have like balloons on them, and they say these words on it. Open house.
Oh,
That's what
yeah.
they say, the open house. Yeah. And so I'm pretty sure that means you just walk in and you get a free house.
Oh, that's what we used to do as kids for like free entertainment. Just go to open houses. I don't think that's the way you're supposed to do it, though. Jeff Sny's here with us.
Jeff Sny, Blue Oak Realty Group, joins us this morning. BlueOakRealtyGroup.com. Good morning, Jeff. How are you?
Good morning.
Thanks for being here. Is that what that means when you see the sign that says open house? That means free house in the neighborhood?
There were usually cookies or something in there when we'd go through.
And the deed right on the island where you can
First come, first
yeah.
serve.
just sign
Just
it off.
sign there, sign it, and take it home with you.
Yeah, and I mean, if a kid wandered in on their own nowadays, I would feel weird giving them a cookie. I would be inclined to give them. It's fine. You can have one of the cookies. But
Hey, where's
I
your
don't know.
parents at?
No, we would just go as ride our bikes around the neighborhood, be like, open house. They got cookies and juice there. Let's go.
That's awesome.
It was the 80s, Jeff. It was a different time.
Now, open house has
It
been
was.
going on a long time, Jeff.
Yeah.
They've been going a long time. Are they still effective for sellers when their home is listed to have an open house in this kind of market?
I'd say this is controversial. I'm on the side of not really.
No?
But I've always found it to be found them to be a little more self-serving than for the sellers themselves. At the same time, there's a little bit of a shift happening right now where it seems like people want to see it in that fashion before they do an official showing, before they get in touch with their agent and say, all right, well, now we like this one, would like to see it. So
you're talking about buyers can be sneaky, go on around and look at a bunch of houses. Maybe I want to get official with this, and I don't know if I'm ready to date yet, but I kind of want to go look at you.
Yeah, it's one of those. They're not besotted about the house.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? So,
Yep.
now it's one of those. I don't love them, but I have started to do them again. Because of that, and so that's fine. But I've never, right or wrong, I've never treated it as the opportunity to, look, I'm going to get all these buyer clients.
That's a great game to play in real estate. Are you right or are you wrong? It's Friday the 13th. So I imagine, given the couple of years you've been doing this, I won't say the number to protect ages. But given the number of years, number of transactions, number of people you've come across, instead of it being Halloween, today's, it's March 13th. You got any horror stories from,
For Friday the 13th?
Yeah.
Friday the 13th, yeah.
Yeah, we could do that. Let's see. Very first year in the business, I ended up showing this person 51 homes for a rental.
For a rental.
Oh
yeah.
I'm just hustling, just
Now
trying
we're
to do
talking,
it.
yeah.
But so one of the houses we go to, we are all the way through the first floor. We have been outside in the backyard. We are back in and about to go upstairs. It kind of seemed like someone was there. I had said hello a little bit, this and that, nothing. And we were just convinced someone was there. So before we went upstairs, yelled up one more time, and someone in a groggy voice goes, hello. Now, they should have, they could have responded by like racking a 12 gauge or something. There is we were in their house 10 minutes and they were sleeping.
Sleeping?
It turns out that was a tenant, and the landlord never told the tenant that we were going to be there. They were up until like 3:30 in the morning packing because they were moving out. I could not have been more apologetic. He comes down. I'm like, can I go get you a coffee? Can I do it was...
See, I don't do
wild.
scary. So you pop out from around a corner, you start saying, "Hello, no, we're not buying this one. This is a no.
Yeah,
This is
that's
a
it.
hard no."
Hard.
No.
I'm not. Well, it was a rental too. 51 properties. I thought that was the horror story. 51 properties
It
for a
should have
rental.
been. It really
My
should have been.
goodness.
That taught me a lesson.
Yeah.
I haven't done that since. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, now when I enter a home, I'm obnoxious, basically, because
Super loud.
Yeah.
I'm in the home.
yes, yeah, ringing the doorbell, lots
Yeah.
of knocking and yelling. I had and you'll know
Okay.
the problem with this. I had a listing go under contract. We are 2 days before closing. Everybody, including his lender, thought that he was divorced because that's how he presented it. He had been separated for over a year.
Love that.
But never got divorced. And all of a sudden, they figured it out. And
You got to work on it.
You got
No, what's the problem
legal,
there? Yeah,
yeah.
what's the legal issue there?
The wife, the still wife.
Yeah, because
but
they're still married. They're still legally separated.
gets ownership in that house if he closes on it.
Oh.
By right in North Carolina,
Yep.
spouses have a spousal interest in your property. So you have to sign away that right if you're
Okay.
going to be
If you're gonna be selling the house.
But if you're buying and you're getting a loan, lenders want to make sure that nobody else has it too. So it kind of can work both ways,
Yes.
depending on the scenario. And when that pops up at the end of any transaction, whether the buy side or the seller side, everyone usually like loses their breath, pauses, and then calls the attorney. And then
Yes.
somebody's got to clean something up.
That
Yeah.
was bad at the end.
And everyone says, "Why didn't anybody know?"
Yeah.
You say, "Who asked him?" It's like-
He went with, because in North Carolina, I think you have to be
You have to be separated for a
12
full year.
Well, he was, and so to
And
him,
he was just like, now I'm divorced.
yes.
The others are fun when you get people that aren't legally married and say we're married in the eyes of God. That's also a fun one. Too.
That's a fun one,
That's a
too.
good one too.
Yeah. So she ended up refusing to sign. There's a specific agreement that just releases her portion.
Mm-hmm.
Then he offered to pay her like 10 grand. She said yes, then said no. And so that deal fell apart. The silver lining to that,
Which there always is.
we had lost momentum on that transaction. And so we were still available. They fast tracked it and he came back interested. So we made a reverse offer to him where we wrote all the terms and said, we'll work with you if you'll just sign this as is. And he did. And he's still in the house today. And he's been
Wow.
there like 8 years or whatever. But that was
Another
was
lesson
interesting.
learned there, I'm
Yeah.
sure. Yes.
There's all these intricacies, all these different roads, and I guess so. That's what it starts with: is how do you assess the individual person's needs, right? Like, how does that start with Blue Oak? Or how do you guys do that compared to other brokers?
Really, you have to help people break down when you're talking about needs. Is it really a need or is it a want? And then if it is a need, you almost have to go a layer deeper. And why? Because some people say, oh, I need a fourth bedroom. And you're kind of counting in your head, or whatever, or it's just 2 adults or whatever. Okay, why? And it turns out they really only need a home office. So if we can find a great home that's 3 bedrooms, has a dedicated office, we're golden. Or someone likes to, I don't know, craft.
Mahjong.
Yeah. You need a specific room for
I need a
Yes, you
mahjong
do.
room.
I
Yes,
need a mahjong
you do.
room.
That is a need, Jeff. Don't say that's a want. That's a need.
Okay. and see, and it's things like that. And that's how you gauge it, right? You have people, it's calmed down a little bit, but I need to have a bathtub. Need to have a bathtub. Need, right?
Got
And
somewhere to soak my toes.
and depending on the kind of relationship we have, I can just seriously, when's the last time you took a bath? And it usually comes out, no, it collects dust. Well, why are we so focused on this? But I did that one time.
It works great, though, as an extra laundry hamper if you need that, too.
Yes. Or,
Also, the exercise of getting in and out is phenomenal.
Yeah.
correct. Those 90s garden tubs require a certain
Yes, you need
athleticism.
some. You do.
Yeah. And then it comes fine. I said that one time and he goes, I take one every night.
Yeah.
And I was like, so it's a need. You gotta break it down. You gotta dive into it and see what's what. But
The other need for most buyers is financing. Interest rates, what's going on in the market, how's everybody feeling? Any changes since last we chatted?
there was a little thing that's recently popped off here internationally. I don't know if you guys saw.
Heard a lot about the Strait of Hormuz.
Yes. Gas prices and all that stuff.
Yeah,
too.
yeah. So, that goes back to point that I've had to drive home so many times about, you cannot time the market anymore because the market changes on a tweet. And cost of oil has changed, multiple dollars a barrel on this tweet, and you see the direct correlation hours later, it reverses back because of a different tweet. You can't do things like that. So as far as rates, I really thought they would pop up more than what they did. We were we were sitting right at about 6, and we've been hovering only maybe an eighth of a point above that since that all broke out. So I think for now, those are holding steady with just the slightest of increase, and everybody's got their eyes on inflation, and and I mean we don't know what's going to happen. Whether
trying to time the market is tough. You can't do that. Do you find that there's opportunities if you need to buy, need to sell, want to buy, want to sell? Are there opportunities in the marketplace for you?
Absolutely. We I always look for 3 weekends in a row, to declare the spring market. 3 weekends in a row of notable increase in new listings on whatever the prime listing day is. And in our case, in our area, for the last couple of years, Friday is always the day. And
that's today.
Yep. So we've definitely had that. We've had 4 in a row. I did not log in this morning. It's probably 5 based on what I was seeing coming up yesterday. So, I mean, we're there. It started.
We're in the spring market.
Yep. So
it's not even spring yet.
Correct. Which, I mean, that's common for us. So that's how we do it. We needed the long sleeves today, but man, it's spring market.
It is. And if you need a real estate professional to help you navigate the journey, whether you're buying, whether you're selling, maybe you're investing, whatever the option is, whatever your current need is, talk with Jeff and his team at Blue Oak Realty Group here on the south side of the lake. BlueOakRealtyGroup.com. Been in Huntersville quite a while, knows the landscape very well, understands culturally what's going on here, finding all the different ways, different neighborhoods, assessing your needs first, and then helping you find the dream home. Thanks, Jeff. We appreciate you.
Absolutely. Thank you.